Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is James Schreiber, and you are listening to the James Schreiber CSP channel. So today I wanted to talk about something that is pretty important to every candidate out there, even if you're not looking for a new position or to make a career move. But it is a issue that comes up when I do my candidate consulting. It comes up to talent acquisition professionals, both internal and external, all the time. And that is this: how do I answer a question when the recruiter asks me, what are your salary expectations? What is my worth on the market? Is it simply what I'm making times 10%? Is it what my title is plus a certain correlation to that based on market value? How do I know what I should be asking for when it comes to salary? And here's how I answer that. And this is just going to be a quick snippet. I'm going to save this issue for a longer iPodcast and maybe even a live broadcast. But here's the thing: your value comes down to this: whatever a company is willing to pay on the open market for your services. So that's your value. So to put it simply, if there is a company or firm or client or industry that is willing to pay you $100,000 a year for your services, then that's your value on the market for what you do. If there's a firm or company willing to pay you $500,000 a year, $700,000, $1 million, then that is your value on the marketplace. Now, what are you worth for your skill set, for your expertise, for your background, and what are you expecting are two different things. And we're only going to talk today about the candidate side. In another podcast, I'm going to get into the client side and their expectations. But here's how I tell applicants, candidates, to answer this question. Number one, understand the market and understand the client that you're presenting to, because certain aspects of that client will derive a different salary structure than other aspects. If it's a very large corporation, they have usually structured silo salary requirements and caps. If it's more of an independent organization that might have more fluidity when it comes to how they can spend on personnel, that is different. So the one thing I try to explain to people is the following, and that is: understand where you are. If you've been with a company for 5 years and you're making $100,000 a year, understand where you're going. So you're going to move to another company. You understand the role. It is a step up for the role. Do some research. And there's many ways you can do that online to find out what the average salary is. And then ask yourself this very important question. And this is something I ask and tell every candidate almost every day. You are selling your services to that company. They are paying for you to be there 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day, 9, 10 hours a day, whatever it is. You are selling them your services. So you have to be darn good and happy with the rate that they are providing you. And I do understand that there are other issues and other factors to take into consideration: benefits, retirement plan, vacation days, or personal days, sick and vacation days, maybe remote working. There are other issues to take into consideration. But at the end of everything, You are selling your services. You are giving up a part of your life for that client to pay you. So you need to really understand what you're getting out of it and why you're getting out of it. You just simply can't say, well, I'm making 80,000 now, so I'd like 88 to 92. That might be the easy way, and you might be extremely happy with that in your next position. But what you really have to understand to make an educated decision is this. If you do not understand what the market is paying in that industry, in that type of company structure, for someone with your background, with your skill set, with your expertise to do the job, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because simply to put the 10% or the 15% on top of it, why it seems like an increase, because it is an increase, when you break it down per month, per week, per hour, it is your life. You got to ask yourself, am I willing to make that switch to this company? Am I willing to give this company 8 hours a day? It's usually more, let's be honest, because there might be travel involved and commuting time and work from home, and everyone's connected. Everybody's getting emails and texts 24 hours a day. So is that something I'm happy with? I've had people say to me, well, I'm making XYZ, and I'll say 80,000, but I know I'm way underpaid in the marketplace, and I really believe I'm worth 120, 130,000. Here's the thing. You may well be. You may well be. But again, the worth for your services is only what a ready, willing, and able buyer will pay for it. So it comes down to this. It is important that you make an educated decision when it comes to salary, when it comes to explaining why you want what you want, and then understanding what that means for you over the next 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Because you will be working for that amount of money for that time. And the buyer, the client, the company who you're joining is going to expect 100% every day, day in, day out. They're not going to want to hear 6 months down the road, 8 months down the road, well, you know what? I should have asked for more in the beginning. I realize the market is way above or a little above where I am right now. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to 98% of the time renegotiate. So just in conclusion, I said this would be a quick one. In conclusion, understand where you are, how that relates in the marketplace, the type of company you're in, how that relates in the marketplace, where you want to go to, what type of company when it comes to the salary structures in those type of companies, what city you're in, cost of living, all that has to be taken into consideration. And if it sounds like a lot of work, it is, and it should be, because you're actually selling your services, in some ways, yourself, to that buyer, that company, that firm. And since you are, in your life, the most important product you have, which is your skill set, your background, your expertise, you should want to know all the information you can find about salary structures. With that being said, once you find it, then you have to come to a resolution with yourself, which is, based on what I know, I am asking for XYZ. Buyer may not, company may not accept it. They may counter you. And then you can, again, make an educated decision on whether you're willing to do the work for that money or not. And yes, there are other factors that come into play, and we'll get into that in another podcast. But I can say this. This is a question that comes up all the time. It is your career. It is your life. And you literally are selling a part of your life. You are giving a part of your daily life to a company for your expertise and skill set, and they are paying you for that. So you should be very, very aware of what your costs are and what the market would bear out. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, you can always visit www.grtas.net, www.grtas.net. You can find my information there. You can send me a note at james.schreiber@grtas.com. It's .com for the email, .net for the website. Please email me any questions you have. You can follow my channel on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at LimoJim, @LimoJim. And the reason it's LimoJim is because I'm hoping that we can all go for a ride when it comes for our career. Let's enter this exciting phase of your next career choice together. So hop on board. And I want to thank you all again, and we shall talk very, very soon. And these podcasts are available on iTunes at the James Schreiber, SCHREIBER CSP channel. It's also available on iHeartRadio as well. So thanks again, everyone. I hope this was a help. I look forward to getting your comments and any questions, and I'll let you know when we're going to do our next live podcast. Thanks a lot, and remember, time to think, time to act. Take care.